In sooth, I know not why I am so sad. It wearies me. You say it wearies you, but how I caught it, found it, came by it, what stuff 'tis made of, whereof it is born, I am to learn. And such a one-wit sadness makes of me that I have much ado to know myself.
Your mind is tossing on the ocean. There were your argosies with portly sail, like sinews and rich burghers on the flood, or as it were the pageants of the sea, do overcure the petty traffickers, that curtsy to them do them reverence, as they fly by them with their woven wings.
Believe me, sir, I had such venture forth. The better part of my affections would be with my books abroad. I should be still plucking the grass to know where ships the wind, and peering in maps for ports and piers and roads, and every object that might make me fear misfortune upon my ventures, out of doubt would make me sad.
My wind cooling my broth would blow me to an ague when I thought what harm I would to bait I do at sea. I should not see the sandy hourglass run, but I should think of shallows and of flats, and see my wealthy Andy dark in sand, bearing her high top lower than her ribs. To kiss her burial, should I go to church and see the holy edifice of stone, and not bethink me straight of dangerous rocks, which touching but my gentle vessel's side, would scatter all her spices on the stream, enrobe the roaring waters with my silks, and in a word, and even now worth this, and now worth nothing. Shall I have the thought to think on this, and shall I lack the thought that such a thing to chance would make me sad? But tell not me, I know Antonio is sad to think upon his merchandise.
Believe me, no, I thank my fortunes for it. My ventures are not in one bottom trusted, nor to one place, nor is my whole estate upon the fortune of this present year. Therefore, my merchandise makes me not sad.
Why, then, you were in love.
Aye.
Not in love neither. Then let us say you are sad because you are not married, and 'twere as easy for you to laugh and leap and say you are married than to say you are sad. Now, by two-headed Janus, nature hath framed strange fellows in her time. Some that will evermore peep through their eyes and laugh like parrots at a bagpiper, and other of such vigorous spect, that they'll not show their teeth in way of smile, though Nestor swear the jest do be laughable. Here comes Bassanio, the most royal kinsman brought to the audio, and Lorenzo. Fare you well as we leave you with.
I would have stayed till I had made you marry, if worthier friends had not prevented me.
Your worth is very dear in my regard. I take it your own business calls on you, and you embrace the occasion to depart.
Good morrow, my good lords.
Good seniors both. When shall we laugh? Say when. You grow exceeding strange, must it be so?
We'll make our leisures to attend on yours.
My lord Bassanio, since you have now found Antonio, we too will leave you. But at dinner time, I pray you have in mind where we must meet.
I will not fail you.
Senor Antonio, you look not well. You have too much respect upon the world. They do lose it that you buy it with much care. Believe me, you are marvelously changed.
I hold the world but as the world, Gratiano. A stage where every man must play a part, and mine a sad one.
Let me play the fool. With mirth and laugh, let old wrinkles come, and let my liver rather heat with wine than my heart cool with mortifying groans. Why should a man whose blood is warm within sit like his grandsire cut in alabaster, sleep when he wakes, and creep into the jaundice by being peevish? I tell thee what, Antonio, I love thee, and it is my love that speaks. There are a sort of men whose visages do cream and mantle like a standing pond, and to a wilful stillness entertain, with purpose to be dressed in an opinion of wisdom, gravity, profound conceit. As who should say that I am historical, when I open my lips let no dog bark. Oh, my Antonio, I do know of these, and therefore only reputed wise for saying nothing. But I am very sure, if they should speak, would almost damn those ears, which hearing them might call their brothers fools. I'll tell thee more of this another time, but fish not with this melancholy bait, for this fool does in this opinion. Come, good Lorenzo. Fare thee well, while I'll end my exhortation after dinner.
Well, we leave you then till dinner time. I must be one of these same dumb wise men. for Gratiano never lets me speak.
Keep my company but 2 years more, thou shalt not know the sound of thine own tongue.
Very well, I'll grow a talker for this year.
Thanks, faithful. Silence is only commendable, and a neat's tongue dried and made not vendible. Woo!
Is that anything now?
Graziano speaks an infinite deal of nothing, more than any man in all Venice. His reasons are as 2 grains of wheat hid in 2 bushels of chaff. You shall seek all day ere you find them, and when you have them, they're not worth the search.
Well, tell me now, what lady is the same to whom you swore a secret pilgrimage that you today promised to tell me of?
'Tis not unknown to you, Antonio, how much I have disabled my estate by sometimes showing a more swelling port than my faint means of grant continuance. Nor do I now make known to be abridged from such a noble rate, but my chief cares come fairly off in the great debts, wherein my time something too prodigal hath left me gage. To you, Antonio, I owe the most in money and in love. And from your love, I have a warranty to unburden all my plots and purposes, how to get clear of all the debts I owe.
I pray you, good Bassanio, let me know it. And if it stand as you yourself still do with me, I have honor. Be assured, my person, my extremest means lie all unlaunched to your occasions.
In my school days, when I had lost one shaft, I shot his fellow the self-same flight, the self-same way, with more divided watch to find the other 4. And by adventuring both, I outfound both. I urge this childhood proof because what follows is pure innocence. I owe you much, and like a willful youth that which I owe is lost. But if you please, to shoot another arrow that soft way which you did shoot the first, I do not doubt as I will watch the aim, or to find both, or to bring your letter hazard back again and thankfully rest better for the first.
You know me well, and hearing spent but time to wind about my love of circumstance. And out of doubt you do me no more wrong in making question of my uttermost than if you had made waste to all I have. And do but say to me what I should do, that in your knowledge may by me be done, and I am pressed unto it. Therefore speak.
In Belmont is a lady richly left, and she is fair, fairer than that word, of wondrous virtues. Sometimes from her eyes I did receive fair, speechless messages. Her name is Portia, nothing undervalued to Cato's daughter, Brutus Portia. Nor is the wide world ignorant of her worth, for the 4 winds blow in from every coast renowned suitors. And her sunny locks hang on her temples like a golden fleece, making her seat in Belmont, Colchis Strand, and many Jasons come in quest of her. Oh, my Antonio, had I but the means to hold a rival place with one of them, I have a mind presages me such drift that I should questionless be fortunate.
Thou knowest all my fortunes at sea. Neither have I money nor commodity to raise a present sum. Therefore, go forth. Try what my credit can in Venice do that shall erect even to the uttermost to furnish thee to Belmont, to fair Portia. Go, presently inquire, and so will I where money is. And I am no question made, have it of my trust, or for my sake.
great world. You would be so sweet, madam, if your miseries were in the same abundance as your good fortunes are. And yet, for aught I see, there is sick that surfeit with too much, as they that starve with nothing. It is no mean happiness, therefore, to be seated in the mean. Superfluity comes sooner by white hairs, but competency lives longer.
Good sentences and well pronounced.
They would be better if well followed.
If to do were as easy as to know what were good to do, chapels have been churches and poor man's cottages princes' houses. It is a good divine that follows his own instructions. I can easier teach 20 what were good to be done than be one of the 20 to follow mine own teachings. The brain may devise laws for the blood, but a hot temper leaps over a cold decree. Such a hair is madness to youth, to skip o'er the meshes of good counsel of the cripple. For this reason is not in the fashion to choose me a husband. Oh me, the word choose. I may neither choose whom I would nor refuse whom I dislike. Such is the will of a living daughter curbed by the will of a dead father. Is it not hard, Nerissa, that I may neither choose one nor refuse none?
Your father was ever virtuous, and holy men at their deaths have good inspirations. Therefore the lottery he devised in these 3 chests of gold, silver, and lead, whereof who chooses his name chooses you, will no doubt never be chosen by any rightly, but one who you shall love. But what warmth is there in your affection towards any of these princely suitors that are already come?
I pray thee, or name them, and as thou namest them, I will describe them. And according to my description, level with my affection.
First there's the Neapolitan prince.
Aye, that's a colt indeed, for he does nothing but talk of his horse. And he makes it a great appropriation to his own good parts that he can shoe him himself. I am much afeard my lady his mother played false with a smith.
Then there's the County Palatine.
He doth nothing but frown, as who should say, and you will not have me choose. He hears merry tales and smiles not. I fear he will prove the weak philosopher when he grows old, being so full of unmannerly sadness in his youth. I had rather be married to a death's head with a bone in its mouth than either of these. God defend me from these 2.
How say you by the French lord, Monsieur de Bon?
God made him, and therefore let him pass for a man. In truth, I know it is a sin to be a mocker, but why, he hath the horse better than the Neapolitans, a better bad habit of frowning than the County Palatine. He's every man can know man. If a throstle sing, he falls straight to capering. He will fence with his own shadow. If I should marry him, I should marry 20 husbands. If he should despise me, I would forgive him, for if he loved me to madness, I should never requite him.
What say you then to Falconbridge, the young Baron of England?
You know I say nothing to him, for he understands not me, nor I him. He hath neither Latin, French, nor Italian, and you will come into the court and swear that I have a poor pennyworth in the English. He is a proper man's picture. But alas, who can converse with a dumb show? How oddly he is suited. I think he bought his doublet in Italy, his bonnet in Germany, his round hose in France, and his behavior everywhere.
What think you of the Scottish lord, his neighbor?
But he hath a neighborly charity in him, for he borrowed the box of the ear of the Englishman, and swore he would pay him again when he was able to. I think the Frenchman became his surety, sealed under for another.
How like you the young German, the Duke of Saxony's nephew?
Very vilely in the morning when he is sober, and most vilely in the afternoon when he is drunk. When he is best, he is little worse than a man, but when he is worse, he is little better than a beast. And the worst fall that ever fell, I hope I shall make shift to go without him.
If he should offer to choose, and choose the right casket, you should refuse to perform your father's will, if he should refuse to accept him.
Therefore, in fear of the worst, I pray thee, set a deep glass of reddish wine on the contrary casket, for if the devil be within, and that temptation without, I know he will choose it. I will do anything, Nerissa, ere I'll be married to a sponge.
You need not fear, lady, the having of any of these lords. They have acquainted me with their determination, which is indeed to return to their home, trouble you with no more suit, unless you may be won by some other sort than your father's imposition, depending on the caskets.
If I live to be as old as Sibylla, I will die chaste as Diana, and thus I be obtained in the manner of my father's will. glad this parcel of wooers is so reasonable. For there is not one among them but I dote on his very absence. And I wish them a fair departure.
Do you not remember, lady, in your father's time, a Venetian, a scholar and a soldier that came hither in the company of the Marquis of Montferrat?
Yes, it was Bassanio. As I think so was he called.
True, madam, he of all men that ever my foolish eyes looked upon was the best deserving a fair lady.
I remember him well, and I remember him worthy of thy praise. And now what news?
The four strangers seek for you, madam, to take their leave, and there is a forerunner come from a fifth, the Prince of Morocco, who brings word the prince's master will be here tonight.
If I could bid the fifth welcome with so good heart as I can bid the other four farewell, I would be glad of his approach. If he have the condition of a saint and the complexion of a devil, I had rather he should shrive me than wive me. Come, Lisa, Sarah, go before. Whilst we shut the gate upon one wooer, another knocks at the door.
3,000 ducats. Wow.
I served for 3 months,
For 3 months. Wow.
with which, as I told you, Antonio shall be bound.
Antonio will become bound. Wow.
May you stead me, will you pleasure me, shall I know your answer?
3,000 ducats for 3 months, and Antonio shall become bound.
Your answer to that.
Antonio is a good man.
Have you heard any imputation to the contrary?
Oh, no. My meaning in saying he is a good man is to have you understand me that he is sufficient. Yet his means are in supposition. He hath an argosy bound to Tripolis, another to the Indies. I understand, moreover, upon the Rialto he hath a third at Mexico, a fourth for England, and other ventures he hath squandered abroad. But ships are but boards, sailors but men. There be land rats and water rats, water thieves and land thieves. I mean pirates. And then there's the perils of the waters, winds, rocks. The man is, notwithstanding, sufficient. 3,000 ducats. I think I may take his bond.
Be assured you may.
I will be assured I may, and that I may be assured I will bethink me. May I speak with Antonio?
If it please you to dine with us.
Yes, to smell pork, to eat of the habitation which your prophet, the Nazarite, conjures the devil into. I will buy with you, sell with you, walk with you, talk with you, and so following. But I will not eat with you, drink with you, nor pray with you. What news on the Rialto? Who is he comes here?
This is Signor Antonio.
Oh, like a fine publican he looks. I hate him. He is a Christian, but more in that low simplicity that he lends out money gratis and brings down the rate of usage here with us in Venice. If I can catch him once upon the hip, I will feed fat the ancient grudge I bear him. He hates our sacred nation and rails even where merchants most do congregate on me, my bargains, and my well-worn thrift, which he calls interest. Cursed be my tribe if I forgive him.
Shylock, do you hear?
I am debating with my present store, and besides, by the near guess of my memory, I cannot instantly raise up the gross of full 3,000 ducats, but what if that Tubal, a wealthy Hebrew of my tribe, will furnish me? But soft, how many months do you desire? Rescue fair, Signor, your worship was the last man in our mouths.
Shylock, albeit I neither lend nor borrow by taking nor by giving of excess, yet to supply the right wants of my friend, I'll break a custom. You see I possess how much you would?
I 3,000 ducats.
And for 3 months.
I had forgot 3 months. You told me so. Let me see, but here, methought you said you neither lend nor borrow upon advantage.
I can never use it.
When Jacob graced his uncle Laban's sheep, this Jacob from our holy Abram was, as his wise mother wrought on his behalf, the third possessor. Aye, he was the third.
Yes, and what of him? Did he take interest?
No, not take interest, not as you'd say, directly interest, but mark what Jacob did. When Laban and himself were compromised that all the Eanlings which were streaked and pied should fall from Jacob's hire, to use being rank, and then Devadim turned the rams. And when the work of generation was between these woolly breeders and the act, the skillful shepherd killed me certain wants, and in the doing of the deed of kind he stuck them up before the fulsome ewes, who then conceiving did in evening time fall party-colored lambs, and those were Jacob's. This was a way to thrive, and he was blessed, and thrift is blessing if men steal it not.
This was a venture, sir, that Jacob served for. A thing not in his power to be passed, but rather swayed and fashioned by the hand of heaven. Is this inserted to make interest good, or is your gold and silver ewes and rams?
No, but I can make it breed as fast. But note me, Signor.
Mark you this, Bassanio. The devil incites scripture for his purpose. An evil soul with some holy witness is like a villain with a smiling cheek. A goodly apple rotten at the heart. But what a goodly outside falsehood hath.
3,000 ducats. 'Tis a good round sum. 3 months from 12. Let me see the rate.
Well, Shylock, shall we be beholding to you?
Signor Antonio, many a time and oft in the Rialto have you rated me about my monies and my usances. Still have I borne it with a patient shrug. For sufferance is the badge of all our tribe. You call me misbeliever, cut throat, dog, and spat upon my Jewish gabardine, all for the use of that which is mine own. Well, then, you come to me, you say, Shylock, we would have monies. You say so, you that did void your room upon my beard, and foot me as you would spurn a stranger cur over a threshold. Monies is your suit. What should I say to you? Should I not say, hath a dog money? Is it possible a cur should lend thee 3,000 ducats? Or should I bend low and in a bondsman's keen with bated breath and whispering humbleness say this? Fair sir, you spat on me a Wednesday last. Another time you called me dog. You spurned me such a day, and for these courtesies I'll lend you thus much monies.
I am as like to call thee so again, to spet on thee again, to spurn thee too. If thou wilt lend this money, lend it not as to thy friend, for when his friend takes free the buried metal of his friend, but rather lend it to thine enemy, who if he break thy makes better face exact the penalty.
Why, look you, how you start. I would be friends with you. Have your love and forget these shames you have stained me with. Supply your present wants. Take no doit of usance for my monies. You'll hear not of me. This is kind I offer.
This were kindness.
This kindness will I show. Go forthwith to me, the notaries, and seal me there your single bond, and in a merry sport, if you repay me not on such a day and such a place, such sum or sums as are expressed in the condition, let the forfeit be nominated for a fair pound of your flesh to be cut off in whatever part of your body pleaseth me.
Content. Faith. I'll seal to such a bond, and you say there is much kindness in the Jew.
Should not seal to such a bond for me. I'll rather dwell in my necessities.
I fear not, man. I will not forfeit it. Within these 2 months, that's a month before this bond expires, I expect to turn up price 3 times the value of the bond.
Oh, Father Abram, what these Christians are, whose own hard dealings teaches them suspect the thoughts of others. I pray you, tell me this. If he should break his day, or What should I gain by the exaction of the forfeiture? A pound of man's flesh, taken from a man, is not so profitable, estimable neither as the flesh of muttons, beefs, or goats. To buy his favor I extend this friendship. If ye take it so, if not, adieu, and for my love, I pray you all not.
Yes, Shylock, I will seal unto this bond.
Then meet me forthwith on to the notaries. Give him direction for this merry bond, and I'll go purse the ducat straight. See too that my house be left in the thrifty guard of an unfearful knave, and presently I'll be with you.
I gentle Jew. This Hebrew, but you're Christian, yours kind.
I like not fair terms in a villain's mind.
Come on, in this there can be no dismay. We ships will come a month before the day.
Mislike me not for my complexion, withery of Gravesend, to whom I am a neighbor and near bred. Bring me the fairest creature northward born, where Phoebus' fire scarce thaws the icicles, and let us make incision for your love, to prove whose blood is reddest, his or mine. I tell thee, lady, this aspect of mine hath feared the valiant. By my love, I swear, best regarded virgins of our clime hath loved it too. I would not change this hue, except to steal your thoughts, my gentle queen.
In times of choice, I am not solely led by nice direction of a maiden's eyes. Besides, the lottery of my destiny bars me the right of voluntary choosing. But if my father had not scanted me and hedged me by his wit to yield myself his wife that wins me by that means I told you, your self-renowned prince then stood as fair as any comer I've looked on yet for my affection.
Even for that, I thank you. By this scimitar that slew the Sophia Persian prince, that won through field Sultan Salim, I would stare the sternest eyes that look, outbrave the heart most daring on this earth, pluck the young sucking cub from the she-bear, yea, mock the lion when it roars for prey, to win thee, lady. But alas the while, if Hercules and Lycus play at dice, which is the better man? The greater throw may turn by fortune from the weaker hand. So is Alcides beaten by his rage, and so may I, blind fortune leading me, miss that which one unworthier may attain, and die with grieving.
You must take your chance, and either not attempt to choose at all, or swear before you choose, if you choose wrong, never to speak to lady afterward in way of marriage. Therefore be advised.
Nor will not. Come, bring me on to my chance.
First forward to the temple. After dinner your hazard shall be made.
Good fortune, then, to make me trust you blessed among men.
Certainly my conscience will serve me to run from this Jew, my master, the fiend. The fiend is at my elbow and tempts me, saying to me, Gobbo, Launcelot Gobbo, good Launcelot, or good Gobbo, or good Launcelot Gobbo, use your legs, take the stuff, run away. My conscience. My conscience says no. Take heed, honest Launcelot. Take heed, honest Gobbo. Or as aforesaid, my honest friend Launcelot Gobbo, do not run. Scorn running with thy heels. Well, the most courageous fiend
bids me pack. Dia! Says the fiend. Away! Says the fiend. For the heavens! Rouse up a brave mind, says the fiend, and run! Well, my conscience says, very wisely to me, my honest friend Launcelot, being an honest man's son, or rather, an honest woman's son, for my father did something smack, something grow too. He had a kind of taste. Well, my conscience says, Launcelot, budge not.
Launcelot, budge not.
Budge. Budge, says the fiend.
Budge not.
Budge.
Budge not.
Budge.
Budge not.
Budge.
Budge not.
Conscience, say I, you counsel well. Fiend, say I, you counsel well. To be ruled by my conscience, I should stay with the Jew who, God bless the mark, is a kind of devil. And to run away should be ruled by the fiend, who, saving your reverence, is the very devil himself. Certainly, the Jew is the very devil incarnation. And in my conscience is a kind of hard conscience to offer to counsel me to stay with the Jew. The fiend offers the more friendly counsel. Well, fiend, my heels are at thy commandments. I will run.
Master, young man, you, I pray you, which is the way to master Jews?
Oh heavens, this is my true begotten father, who being more than sand blind, high gravel blind, knows me not. I will try confusions with him.
Master, young gentleman, I pray you, which is the way to master Jews?
Turn on your right hand at the next turning. Marry, at the very next turning of all on your left. But at the very next turning, turn no hand, but turn down indirectly to the Jew's house.
By God's sanctity, this will be a hard way to hit. Can you tell me if one Launcelot that was with him, well with him or no?
Talk you of young Master Launcelot. Mark me now will I raise the waters. Talk you of young Master Launcelot.
No master, sir. His father, though I say it, is an exceeding poor man, and God be thanked well to live.
Let his father be what it will. Talk you of young Master Launcelot.
Your worship's friend Launcelot, sir.
Ergo, old man, ergo, I pray you. Talk you of young Master Launcelot.
Of Launcelot ends with his mastership.
Ergo, old man, ergo. Talk not of Master Launcelot, father, for the young gentleman, according to fate and destinies, and such odd things as the sisters three, and such branches of learning, is indeed deceased. Or as you might say in plain terms, gone to heaven.
Mary, God forbid. The boy was the very staff of my age. I'm very proud.
Do I look like a cudgel, a hollow post, a staff, or a prop? Do you know me, father?
Alack the day, I know you not, young gentleman, but tell me, I pray you, is my boy, God rest his soul, alive or dead?
Do you not know me, father?
Alack, sir, I am sand blind, I know you not.
You had your eyes and might fail the knowing of me. There's a wise father that knows his own child. Give me your blessing. I will tell you news of your son. Truth will come to light. Murder cannot be hid long. A man's son may, but in the end, truth will out.
Pray you, sir, stand up. I'm sure you are not Launcelot, my boy.
No, I shall think of that, but I am sure I am Launcelot, your boy that was, your son that is, your child that shall be.
I cannot believe you are my son.
I pray you, let's have no more pulling about it. I am Launcelot, the Jew's man, and I'm sure Marjorie, your wife, was my mother.
Her name is Marjorie, indeed. All these sworn if thou be Launcelot, thou art mine own flesh and blood. Lord worship might he be. chin the Dobbin my bill horse has on his tail.
Freeman that Dobbin's tail grew backward. I am sure he had more hair of his tail than I had on my face when I last saw him.
Lord, how art thou changed? How dost thou and thy master agree? I have brought him a present. How greet it now?
Well, but for my own part, I have set at my rest to run away, and I will not rest till I have run some ground. My master is a very Jew. Give him a present. Give him a halter. I am famished in his service. You may tell every finger I have with my ribs. Father, I am glad you are come. Give your present me unto one Master Bassanio, who gives rare new liveries. If I serve not him, I will run as far as God have any ground. Oh, rare fortune, here comes the man. To him, father, for I am a Jew if I serve a Jew any longer.
You may do so, but let it be so hasted that supper be ready at the farthest by 5 o'clock. See these letters delivered, put the liveries to making, and desire Graziano to come anon to my lodging.
To him, father.
God bless your worship.
Mercy, wouldst thou ought with me?
Here's my son, sir. A poor
Not the poor boy, sir, but the rich Jew's man, that's what, sir. As my father shall specify.
He hath a great infection, sir, as one would say to serve.
To be very brief, I have a desire, as my father shall fructify unto you.
His master and me, saving your worship's reverence, are scarce catered presents.
Oh, to be very brief, the very truth is, I serve the Jew who, having done me wrong, doth cause me, as my father, shall fructify unto you.
I have here a dish of doves that I would bestow upon your worship. And my suit is...
The suit is impertinent to myself, as you shall know by this old man, though I say it, thou old man, yet poor man my father.
For one speak for both, what would you?
Serve you, sir.
That is the very defect of the matter, sir.
I know thee well. Thou hast obtained thy suit. The Shylock thy master spoke with me this day and hath preferred thee. If it be preferment to leave a rich Jew's service to become the follower of so poor a gentleman.
The proverb is very well parted between my old master Shylock and you, sir. You have the grace of God, sir, and he hath enough.
Thou speakst it well. Go, father, with thy son. Take leave of thy old master, and presently inquire my lodging out. Give him a livery more guarded than his fellows. See it done.
Father, I cannot get service, no, I have no tongue in my head. But any man in Italy, fair take, to swear upon a book, I shall have good fortune. Here's a simple lying wife. Here's a small trifle of wives. Alas, 15 wives is nothing. 11 widows and 9 maids is a simple coming in for one man. Escape drowning thrice, and to be in peril of my life at the edge of a featherbed. Here are simple schemes. If fortune be a woman, she's a good wench for this year. Father, come. I will take my leave of the Jews.
I thank you, think on this. These things being bought and orderly bestowed, return in haste, for I do this tonight my best esteemed acquaintance.
My best endeavor shall be done here.
Where's your master?
Yonder, sir, he walks.
Signor Bassanio!
Graziano,
I have a suit to you.
you have obtained it.
You must not deny me. I must go with you to Belmont.
Why then you must. But hear me, Graziano. Thou art too wild, too rude, and bold of voice. The parts of the country have me enough. And in such eyes as ours, we are not false. But whether art not known, why, there they show something too liberal. Pray, take pain to ally with some cold drops of modesty, thy skipping spirit. Lest through thy wild behavior I be misconcert in the place I go and lose my hopes.
Signor Bassanio, hear me. If I do not put on a sober habit, talk with respect, swear but now and then, wear prayer books in my pocket, look demurely, nay more, while grace is saying, put mine eyes, bless my hat, sigh, and say amen. Use all the observance and civility as one well studied and a sad ascent to places grand down. Never trust me more.
We shall see your bearing.
Nay, but I bar tonight. You shall not gauge me by what we do tonight.
That, in pity. I would entreat you rather to put on your boldest suit of mirth. We have friends tonight, the purpose merriment. But very well, I have some business.
And I must Lorenzo and the rest, but we will visit you at supper time.
I am sorry thou wilt please my father so. Our house is hell, and thou, a merry devil, didst rob it of some taste of tediousness. But fare thee well. There is a ducat for thee. And Launcelot, soon at supper shalt thou see Lorenzo, who is thy new master's guest. Give him this letter. Do it secretly. And so farewell. I would not have my father see me talk with thee.
Adieu, most beautiful pagan, most sweet Jew. If a Christian, do not play the knave and get thee. I am much deceived. But adieu. These foolish drops do somewhat darken my manly spirit. Adieu.
Farewell, good Launcelot. Alack, what heinous sin is it in me to be ashamed to be my father's child? But though I am a daughter to his blood, I am not to his manners. O Lorenzo, if thou keep promise, I shall end this strife, become a Christian, and thy loving wife.
Nay, we slink away in supper time, disguised as my lodging and return, all in an hour.
We have not made good preparation.
We have not spoken yet of torchbearers.
'Tis vile unless it may be quaintly ordered. Adventure in my mind not undertook.
'Tis now but 4 o'clock. We have 2 hours to furnish us. Friend Launcelot, what's the news?
It shall please you to break up this, and it shall seem signified.
I know that hand. In faith, 'tis a fair hand. And whiter than the paper that is writ on is the fair hand that writes.
Love news and faith.
By your leave, sir.
Whither goest thou?
Nay, sir, that my old master due to sup tonight with my new master, the Christian.
Hold here. Take this. Tell gentle Jessica I will not fail her. Speak it privately.
Go, gentlemen! Will you prepare you for this mass tonight? I am provided of a torch there.
I marry, I'll be gone about it straight.
And so will I.
Meet me in Gratiano's lodging some hour hence.
'Tis good we do so.
Was not that a letter from fair Jessica?
I must needs tell thee all. She hath directed how I will take her from her father's house. What gold and jewels she is furnished with, what page's suit she hath in readiness. If e'er the Jew her father come to heaven, it'll be for a gentle daughter's sake. And never dare misfortune cross her foot, unless she do it under this excuse, that she is issue to a faithless Jew. Come, go with me. Peruse this as thou goest. Fair Jessica shall be my torch bearer. Thou shalt see thine eyes shall be thy judge the difference of old Shylock and Bassanio. What, Jessica? Thou shalt not gormandize as thou hast done with me. What, Jessica? And sleep and snore and rend apparel out. Why, Jessica, I say.
Why, Jessica!
Who bids thee call? I do not bid thee call.
Your worship was wont to tell me I could do nothing without bidding.
Follow you? What is your will?
Jessica, my girl, I am bid forth supper. There are my keys, but wherefore should I go? I'm not bid for love. They flatter me, but yet I'll go in hate to feed upon the prodigal Christian. Jessica, my girl, look to my house. There is some ill brewing towards my rest, for I could dream of my bags tonight.
Go! My young master does expect your reproach.
So do I his.
And they have conspired together. I will not say you shall see mass. But if you do, it was not for nothing that my nose followed bleeding. On Black Monday last, following up that same day on Ash Wednesday, was 4 years in the afternoon.
What are their masks? Hear you me, Jessica, when you hear the drum and the vile squealing the Rhine fife, clamber not you up to the casements then, nor thrust your head into the public street to gaze on Christian fools with varnished faces, but stop my house's ears. I mean my casements. By Jacob's staff, I swear I have no mind of feasting forth the night, but I will go. Go you before me, Circe, I will come.
I will go before, sir. Mistress, look out your window for all of this. There will come a Christian by. It will be worth a Jew aside.
What says that fool of Hagar's offspring, huh?
These words were farewell, mistress. Nothing else?
This hatch is kind enough, but a huge feeder. Snail, slow in profit. He sleeps by day more than the wildcat. Drones, hide not with me, therefore I part with him, and part with him to one that I would have him waste his borrowed purse. Well, Jessica, go in. Perhaps I will return immediately. Do as I bid you, shut doors after you. Fast bind, fast find. Proverb never stale and thrifty mind.
Farewell. Make my fortunes, be not cross. I am a father, you a daughter, lost.
This is the penthouse under which Lorenzo desires to make a stand.
His hour is almost past.
And it is marvel here dwells his hour, for lovers never run before the clock.
Oh, 10 times faster Venus pigeons fly. They steal one's bonds to be made them their one. To keep obliged faith and forfeited.
That ever holds. Who rises from a feast with that keen appetite when he sits down? Where is the horse that doth untread again his tedious measures with the embated fire that he did pace them first? All things that are with more spirit chased than enjoyed. How like a yonker, a prodigal, the scarfed bark, puts from her native bay, hugged and embraced by the strumpet wind. How like a prodigal does she return, with all-weathered ribs, ragged sails, lean rent, beggared by the strumpet wind.
Here comes Lorenzo, more of this hereafter.
Sweet friends, your patience for my long abode. Not I, but my affairs that made you wait. When you shall please to play the thieves for wives, I'll watch as long for you then. Approach. Here dwells my father, Jew. Oh, who's within?
Who are you? Tell me for more certainty, albeit I'll swear that I may know your tongue.
Lorenzo, and thy love.
Lorenzo, certain, my love indeed, who love I so much? And now who knows you, Lorenzo, whether I am yours?
Heaven in thy thoughts are witness that thou art.
Here, catch this casket. It is worth your pains. I am glad 'tis night you do not look upon me, for I am ashamed of my exchange. But love is blind, and lovers cannot see the pretty follies that themselves commit. For if they could, Cupid himself would blush to see me thus transformed into a boy.
Descend, for you must be my torchbearer.
What, must I hold a candle to my shame? And themselves are too light. Why, 'tis an office of discovery, love, and I should be obscured.
So you are sweet, even in the lovely garnish of the boy. But come at once, for the close night doth play the runaway, and we are stayed for Basania's feast.
I will make fast the doors and give myself some more depth and be with you soon.
Now, by my hood, a gentle and no Jew.
Beshrew me, but I love her heartedly. For she is wise, if I can judge of her, and fair she is, if my eyes be true. And true she is, as she hath proved herself, and like herself, wise, fair, and true, she hath been placed in my constant soul. What art thou come? On, gentlemen, away! Our masking mates by this time for us step.
Who's there?
Senor Antonio?
I brought you down, where are all the rest? 'Tis 9 o'clock, our friends all stay for you. No mass tonight, the winds come about, and Basania presently will go aboard. I have sent 20 out to seek for you.
I'm glad on it. I desire no more delight than to be under sail and gone tonight.
Draw aside the curtains and discover the several caskets to this noble prince. Now make your choice.
The first, of gold, which this inscription bears. Who chooseth me shall gain what men desire. The second, silver, who this promise carries. Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. The third, dull lead, with warning all is blunt. Who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath. How shall I know if I do choose the right?
The one of them contains my picture, Prince. If you choose that, then I am yours with all.
Some god direct my judgment. Let me see. I will survey the inscriptions back again. What says this leaden casket? Who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath. Must give for what? For lead? Hazard for lead? This casket threatens. Men that hazard all do it in hope of fair advantages. A golden mine stoops not to shows of dross. I'll then nor give nor hazard aught for lead. What says the silver with her virgin hue? Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. Much as he deserves. Pause there, Morocco, and weigh thy value with an even hand. Thou beest rated by thy estimation. Thou dost deserve enough, and yet enough may not extend so far as to the lady. And yet to be feared of my deserving were but a weak disabling of myself. As much as I deserve, why that's the lady. I do in birth deserve her, and in fortunes, in graces and in qualities of breeding. But more than these, in love I do deserve. But if I stray no further, show its here. Let's see once more this saying engraved in gold. Who chooseth me to gain, many men desire. Why, that's the lady, for all the world desires her. In the four corners of the earth they come to kiss this shrine, this mortal breathing saint. The Hyrcanian deserts and the vasty wilds of wide Arabia are as thoroughfares now for princes come to view fair Portia. The watery kingdom whose ambitious head spets in the face of heaven is no bar to stop the foreign spirits, ere they come as o'er a brook to see fair Portia. One of these three contains her heavenly picture. Is it like that lead contains her? For damnation to think so base a thought. Were too gross to rid her sailcloth in the obscure grave. Or shall I think in silver she's immured, being 10 times undervalued to tried gold. Oh, sinful thought, never so rich a gem was set in worse than gold. They have in England a coin with the figure of an angel stamped in gold. But that's unsculpted upon. But here, an angel in a golden bed lies all within. Deliver me the key. Here do I choose, and grab I as I may.
Now take it, Prince, and if thy form lies there, then I am yours.
Oh, hell! What have we here? Carrying death, then whose empty eye there is a written scroll. I'll read the writing. All that glisters is not gold. Often have you heard that told. Many a man his life hath sold, but my outside to behold. Gilded timber do worms enfold. Had you been as wise as bold, young in limbs, in judgment old, your answer had not been inscrolled. Fare you well, your suit is cold. Cold indeed, and labor lost. And farewell heat, and welcome frost. Portia, adieu. I have too grieved a heart to take a tedious leave. Thus losers part.
A gentle riddance. Draw the curtain, go. Let all of his complexion choose they so.
My man is Bassanio under sail. With him is Gratiano gone along, and in the ship I am sure Lorenzo is not.
The villain Jew without cries raised the Duke, who went flitted to search Bassanio's ship.
He came too late. The ship was under sail. But there the Duke was given to understand that in a gondola were seen together Lorenzo and his amorous Jessica. Besides, Antonio certified the Duke they were not with Bassanio and his ship.
I never heard a passion so confused, so strange, outrageous, and so variable, as the dog Jew did utter in the streets. Oh my daughter, oh my ducats, oh my daughter, fled with a Christian, oh my Christian ducats, justice the law, my ducats, and my daughter, a see in the bag, 2 see in the bags of ducats, of double ducats, stolen from me, by my daughter, and Jews, 2 stones, 2 rich and precious stones. Stolen by my daughter, justice find the girl, she hath the stones upon her, and the ducats.
Oh, why all the boys in Venice follow him, crying, his stones, his daughter, and his ducats.
Let good Antonio look he keep his day, or he shall pay for this.
Very well remembered. I reasoned with a Frenchman yesterday, who told me in the narrow seas that part the French and English they miscarried a vessel of our country richly fraught. I thought upon Antonio when he told me and wished in silence that I could not face.
You are best to tell Antonio what you hear, yet do not summon, for it may grieve him.
A kinder gentleman treads, not the earth. I saw Bassanio and Antonio part. Bassanio told him he would make some speed of his return, he answered. Do not so. Love or not business for my sake, Bassanio, but stay the very raping of the time. And for the Jew's bond of which he hath with me, let it not enter in your mind of love. Be merry and employ your chiefest thoughts to courtship, in such fair ostensive love, as shall conveniently become you there. And even there his eye being big with tears. Turning his face, he put his hand behind him, and with affection wondrous sensible, he wrung Bassanio's hand and said in pardon.
I think he only likes the world for him, I pray thee. Let us go and quicken his abrasive heaviness with some delight or other.
Doing so.
Quick, I pray thee. Draw the current straight. The Prince of Aragon hath changed up, and comes to his election presently.
There stand the caskets, noble Prince. If you choose that wherein I am contained, straight shall our nuptial rites be solemnized. But if you fail, without your speech, my lord, you must be gone from hence immediately. I am enjoined by oath to observe 3 things. First, never to unfold to anyone shackles as I choose. Next, I
do fail the right casket. Never again to woo a maid in the way of marriage. Third, I do fail in fortune of my choice immediately to leave you. Be gone.
To these injunctions, everyone doth swear that comes to hazard for my worthless self.
And so I have addressed me. Fortune now to my heart's hope. Gold, silver, and base lead. Who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath. Show us fair ere I give her hazard. This is a golden chest. Ah, let me see. Who chooseth me will give what many men desire. What many men desire. That many may be met by the full multitude who choose thy show, not learning more than the fond eye doth teach, which pries to the interior, like the mother that builds on the outward wall, even in the force and road of casualty. I will not choose what many men desire, because I will not jump to common spirits and rank me with the barbarous multitudes. Why then to thee, thou silver treasure house, tell me once more what title thou dost bear. Choose of me will get as much as he deserves. As much as he deserves. And well said too. For who would go about to cause him fortune and be honorable without the stamp of mirth? Let none presume to wear an undeserved dignity. Oh, the estates, degrees, and offices were not derived corporately, and that clear honor purchased from the merit of the wearer. How many men should cover that stand bare? How many be commanded that command? How much low pleasantry would be gleaned from the true seed of honor? And how much honor picked from the chaff and the ruin of the times? Well, but to my choice. Who chooseth me will get as much as he deserves. Give me the key, and instantly unlock my fortunes here. Too long a pause for that which you find there. What is here? The portrait of a blinking idiot! Presenting me a schedule, I will read it. How much unlike Portia thou art! How much unlike my hopes and deservings! 'Tis my prize, and I deserve no better.
To offend and judge are of distinct offices and of opposite natures.
What is here? The fire 7 times tried this, 7 times tried that judgment is, that did never choose amiss. There be some that shadows kiss, such have but a shadow's bliss. There be fools alive awis, silvered ore, and so was this. Take whatever wife thou wilt to bed, I will ever be your head. So be gone, you are sped. Still more fool I shall appear by the time I linger here. With one fool's head I came to woo, but now I go away with 2. Sweet adieu. I will keep my oath patiently to bear my rope.
Thus hath the candle singed the moth.
Oh, these deliberate fools! When they do choose, they have the wisdom by their wits to lose.
The ancient saying is no heresy. Hanging in wagon goes by destiny.
Come, draw the curtain, Nerissa.
Where's my lady?
Here, what would my lord?
Madam, there is lighted at your gate a young Venetian gentleman, one that comes before to signify the approaching of his lord, from whom he bringeth sensible regrets, to wit commends and courteous breaths, gifts of rich value, to have not seen so likely an ambassador of love. A day in April never came so sweet to show how costly some was at hand, as this first spur before his lord.
No more, I pray thee. I'm half afeard thou wilt say anon he is some kin to thee, thou spendest such high day wit in praising of him. Come, come, Nerissa, for I long to see quick Cupid's post that comes so mannerly.
I saw your lord love, which I will read.
Now, what news on the Rialto?
Why, it lives there in check that Antonio hath a ship of rich lady wracked on the narrow seas. The Goodwind, I think they call the place, a very dangerous blast, and fatal, where the carcasses of many a tall ship lie buried. As they say, if my gossip report be an honest woman of her word.
I would she were as lying as a gossip in that ever-napped ginger, or made her neighbors believe she wept for the death of her third husband, but it is true, without any slips of prolixity or crossing, the plain how I've talked of the good Antonio, the honest Antonio. Oh, I had a title good enough to keep his name company.
Come, the full stop.
Ha! What sayest thou? Why, the end is he hath lost a ship.
And what it might prove the end of his losses.
Let me say amen betimes, lest the devil cross my prayer, for he comes in the likeness of a Jew. How now, Shylock? What news among the merchants?
You knew none so well as you, of my daughter's flight.
That's certain. I, for my part, knew the tailor that made the wings she flew withal.
And Shylock, for his own part, knew that the bird was flesh, and it is the reflection of them all that leads the damned.
She is damned for it.
That's certain, if the devil may be her judge.
My own flesh and blood to rebel.
Out upon it, old carrion! Rebels it at these years?
I say my daughter is my flesh and blood.
There is more difference between thy flesh and hers than between jet and ivory. More between your bloods than there is between red wine and Venice. But tell us, do you hear whether Antonio have had any loss at sea or no?
There, another bad match. A bankrupt. A prodigal who dare scarce show his head on the Rialto. A beggar that was used to come so smug upon the mart. Let him look to his bond. He was wont to call me usurer. Let him look to his bond. He was wont to lend money for a Christian courtesy. Let him look to his bond.
Why, I'm sure if he forfeit, thou wilt not take his flesh. What's that good for?
To bait fish withal. If it will feed nothing else, it will feed my revenge. He hath disgraced me, and hindered me 500,000 left, at my losses mocked, at my gains scorned my nation, thwarted my bargains, cooled mine friends, heated mine enemies. What's the reason? I am a Jew. Hath not a Jew eyes? Hath not a Jew hands, organs, dimensions, senses, affections, passions, fed, same food, hurt, the same weapons, subject, same disease, healed by the same means, warmed and cooled by the same winters and summers as a Christian is. If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge? If a Jew wrong a Christian, what's his humility? Revenge. If a Christian wrong a Jew, what should his sufferance be by Christian example? Why revenge? The villainy you teach me, I will execute, and it shall go hard, but I will better the instruction.
Gentlemen,
My master Antonio is at his house and wishes to speak with you both.
Oh, we have been up and down to see him.
Here comes another of the tribe. A third cannot be matched, lest the devil himself turn Jew.
How now, good Tubal? What news from Genoa? Hast thou found my daughter?
I often came running here of her, but cannot find her.
Why, there. Diamonds? Thou cost me 2,000 ducats in Frankfurt. The curse there fell upon our nation till now. I never felt it till now. 2,000 ducats. Gone in that. And other precious jewels. Would my daughter were dead at my foot and the jewels in her ears. I would my daughter were hearsed at my foot and the ducats in her coffin. And I don't know how much is spent in the search. Why, the loss, apostles, the thief gone with so much spent in the search for the thief. No satisfaction, no revenge nor no ill luck, but delights my shoulders. No sighs, but am I breathing? No tears, but am I shedding?
Yes, other men have ill luck too. Antonio, as I heard, in Genoa.
What ill luck? Ill luck?
Hath an argosy cast away coming from Tripolis.
Thank God. I thank God. Is it true? Is it true?
I spoke with some of the sailors and escaped throughout.
Good news. Heard in Genoa.
Your daughter spent in Genoa, as I heard, one night, 400 ducats.
Thou sticks a dagger in me, Tubal. You'll never see my gold again. 400 ducats at a sitting. 400 ducats.
There came diverse of Antonio's creditors to my company in Venice that swear he cannot choose but brave.
I am glad of it. I'll plague him. I'll torture him. I am glad of it.
One of them showed me a ring he had of your daughter, for a monkey.
Out upon her, thou torturest me, Tubal. Here's my turquoise. I had it with Leo when I was a bachelor. I would not have given it for a wilderness of monkeys.
But Antonio is certainly undone.
Nay, it's true. That's very true. Go feed me an officer. Bespeak him a fortnight before. If he forfeit, I will have the heart of him. For were he out of Venice, I will make what merchandise I can. Go, Tubal, meet me at our synagogue. Go, good Tubal, at our synagogue, Tubal.
I pray you tarry. Pause a day or two before you hazard, for in choosing wrong, I lose your company. Therefore forbear one. There's something tells me, but it is not love. I would not lose you. And you know yourself that hate counsels not in such equality. But lest you should not understand me well, and yet a maiden hath no tongue but thought, I would detain you here some month or two before you venture for me. I should teach you how to choose right. Then I'm forsworn. So will I never be, so may you miss me, but if you do, you'll make me wish a sin that I had been forsworn. Beshrew your eyes. They have o'erlooked me and divided me. One half of me is yours, the other half yours. Mine own, I would say, but if mine, then yours, and so all yours. All these naughty times puts bars between the owners and their rights, and so though yours, not yours. Prove it so. Let fortune go to hell for it, not I. I speak too long, but 'tis to pace the time, to eke it and to draw it out in length, to stay you from election. Let me choose.
For as I am, I live upon the rack.
Upon the rack, Bassanio? Why then, confess what treason there is mingled with your love.
None but that ugly treason of mistrust, which makes me fear the enjoying of my love. There may as well be amity and light. Between snow and fire is treason and my love.
Aye, but I fear you speak upon the rack, where men enforce it to speak anything.
Promise me life and I'll confess the truth.
Why then confess and live?
Confess and love had been the very sum of my confession. Oh, happy torment, when my torture doth teach me answers for deliverance. But let me to my fortune in caskets.
Away then. I am locked in one of them. If you do love him, you will find me out. And Nerissa and the rest stand all aloof. Let the music sound while he doth make his choice. Then if he lose, he makes a swan-like end, fading in music. That the comparison may stand more proper, mine eye shall be the stream and watery deathbed. And he may win, and what is music then? And music is even as the flourish when true subjects bow to a new crowned monarch. Such it is as are those dulcet sounds in break of day that creep into a dreaming bridegroom's ear and summon him to marriage. Now he goes with no less presence, but with much more love than young Alcides when he did redeem the virgin tribute paid by howling Troy to the sea monster. I stand for sacrifice. The rest aloof of the Dardanian wives with blurred visages come forth to view the issue of the exploit. Go, Hercules, live thou, I live, with much more dismay I view the sight than thou that makes the fray.
Deceived with ornament. In law, what please so tainted and corrupt, but being seasoned with a gracious voice, obscures the show of evil. in religion. What damned error, but some sober brow will bless it, and approve it with a text, hiding the grossness of fair ornament. There is no voice so simple, but assumes some mark of virtue on its outward parts. How many cowards, whose hearts are all as false as stairs of sand, or yet upon their chins the beards of Hercules and frowning Mars, who inwardst have livers white as milk, and these assume but valor's excrement to render them redoubted. Look on beauty, and you shall see 'tis purchased by the weight, which therein works a miracle in nature, making them lightest that wear the most of it. So are these crisped, snaky, golden locks, which make such wanton gambols with the wind upon supposed fairness, often known to be the dowry of a second head, the skull that bred them in the sepulchre. Thus, ornament is but beguiled shore to the most dangerous sea. Beauteous scarf, failing in Indian beauty. In a word, the seeming truth which cunning times put on to entrap the wisest. Therefore then, thou gaudy gold, hard food for Midas, I will none of thee. Nor none of thee, thou pale and common drudge between man and man. But thou meager lead, which rather threatenest than most promise aught. Thy paleness gives me more than eloquence. Here 'tis I to review the consequence.
All the other passions fleet to errors, doubtful thoughts and rash embrace despairing, shuddering fear and green-eyed jealousy. Oh, love, be moderate, allay thy ecstasy, in measure reign thy joys. Scandalous excess, I feel too much thy blessing. Make it less, for fear I serve it.
What find I here? Fair Portia's counterfeit. What demigod hath come so near creation? Move these eyes. Whether riding on the balls of mine, seem they in motion. Here are severed lips, parted with sugar breath. So sweet a bar should sunder such sweet friends. Here, in her hairs, the painter plays the spider and hath woven a golden mesh, which entraps the hearts of men faster than gnats and cobwebs. But her eyes, how could he see to do them? Having made one, methinks it should have power to steal both his and leave itself unfurnished. But look how far the substance of my phrase doth wrong the shadow none prizing it. So far the shadow doth limp behind the substance. Here's the scroll, the continent and summary of my fortune. You that choose not by the view, chance is fair and chooses true. Since this fortune falls to you, be content and seek no new. If you be well pleased with this and hold your fortune for your bliss, turn you where your lady is and claim her with a loving kiss. A gentle scroll. A fair lady, by your leave, I come by note to give and to receive, like one of two contending in a prize, thinks he hath done well in people's eyes, hearing applause and universal shout, pitying spirit still gazing in a doubt, whether those peals of praise be his or no. So Christ, fair lady, stand I even so. Stop for whether what I see be true, until confirmed, signed, ratified by you.
You see me, Lord Bassanio, where I stand such as I am. Though for myself alone, I would not be ambitious in my wish to wish myself much better. Yet, for you, I would be troubled 20 times myself, 1,000 times more fair, 10,000 times more rich, that only to stand high in your account, I might in virtues, beauties, livings, friends exceed accounts. But the full sum of me, unlessoned girl, unschooled, unpracticed. Happy in that she is not yet so old that she may learn. Happier than this, she is not bred so dull that she can learn. Happiest of all is that her gentle spirit commits itself to yours, to be directed as from her lord, her governor, her king, myself, and what is mine to you and yours is now converted. But now, I was the lord of this fair mansion, master of my servants, queen o'er myself, and even now, but now this house, these servants, and this same myself, are yours, my lord. I give them with this ring, which, when you part from, lose, or give away, let it presage the ruin of your love, and be my vantage to exclaim on you.
Madam, you have bereft me of all words. Only my blood speaks to you in my veins, and there is such confusion in my powers, as after some oration fairly spoke by the loved prince, there doth appear among the buzzing pleased multitude, where every something, being blent together, turns to a wild of nothing, save of joy expressed and not expressed. But when this ring parts from this finger, then parts life from hence, will then be bold to say Bassanio's dead.
My lord and lady, it is now our time to have stood by and seen our wishes prosper, to cry, good joy. Good joy, my lord and lady.
My lord Bassanio, my gentle lady, I wish you all the joy that you can wish, for I am sure you can wish none from me. But when your honours mean to solemnize the bargain of your faith, I do beseech you, even at that time, I may be married too.
With all my heart, so thou canst get a wife.
I thank your lordship. You have got me one. My eyes, my lord, can look as swift as yours. You saw the mistress, I beheld the maid. You loved, I loved, for intermission no more pertains to me, my lord, than you. Your fortune stood upon the castles there, and so did mine as the matter falls. Wooing here until I sweat again, and swearing to my very roof was dry with oaths of love. I got a promise of this fair one, promise last to have her love, provided that your fortune achieved her master's.
Is this true, Nerissa?
I had it made so you said please to call.
And do you, Graziano, mean good faith?
Yes, faith, my lord.
You shall be much honored in your marriage.
We'll play with them the first boy for 1,000 ducats.
What? Stick down?
No, we shall ne'er win at that sport and stake down. But who comes here? Lorenzo and his infidel. What, my old Venetian friend Salario?
Lorenzo and Salario, welcome hither. That youth of my new interest here have power to bid you welcome. By your leave, I bid my very friends and countrymen, sweet Portia, welcome.
And so do I, my lord. They are entirely welcome.
I thank your honor. For my part, my lord, my purpose was not to have seen you here. But beating Salario, by the way, he did entreat me, past all saying nay, to come with him along.
I did, my lord, and I have reason for it. Signor Antonio commends him to you.
Ere I ope his letter, I pray you tell me how my good friend doth.
Not sick, my lord, unless it be in mind, nor well unless in mind. His letter will free his estate.
Nerissa, Chion, stranger, bid her welcome. Your hand, Salaria? What's the news from Venice? How doth that royal merchant good Antonio? I know you'll be glad of our success. We are the Jasons, be it one that flees.
How would you have won the fleece that he hath lost?
There's some shrewd contents in yon same paper that steals the color from Bassanio's cheek. Some dear friend dead, else nothing in the world could turn so much the constitution of any constant man. But worse and worse. We believe, Bassanio, I am half yourself, and I must freely have the half of anything that this same paper brings you.
Oh, sweet Portia. Here are a few of the unpleasantest words that ever blotted paper. Sweet lady, when I did first impart my love to you, I freely told you all the wealth I had ran in my veins. I was a gentleman, and then I told you true. And yet, dear lady, rating myself at nothing, you shall see how much I was a braggart. When I told you my state was nothing, I should then have told you that I was worse than nothing. For I have indeed engaged myself to a dear friend. engaged my friend to his mere enemy to feed my means. Here is a letter, lady. The paper as the body of my friend, and every word in it a gaping wound issuing lifeblood. But is it true, Celerio? Has all his ventures failed? What? Not one hit from Tripolis, from Mexico, from England, from Lisbon, Barbary, and India. And not one vessel escaped the dreadful touch of merchant mooring rocks.
Not one, my lord. It should appear that if he had the present money to discharge the Jew, he would not take it. Never did I know a creature that did bear the shape of man, so keen and greedy to confound a man. He plies the Duke at morning and at night, and doth impeach the freedom of his state if they deny him justice. 20 merchants the Duke himself and the Magnificos of greatest port have all persuaded with him, but none can drive him from the envious plea of forfeiture, of justice, and his bond.
When I was with him, I have heard him swear to Tubal and choose his countrymen that he would rather have Antonio's flesh than 20 times the value of the sum he did owe him. And I know, my lord, law, authority, and power deny not, will go hard before Antonio.
Is it your dear friend that is thus in trouble?
The dearest friend to me, the kindest man, the best conditioned and unwearied spirit in doing courtesies, and one in whom the ancient Roman honor more appears than any that draws breath in Italy.
What sum owes he to you?
For my part, 3,000 ducats.
What? No more? Pay him 6,000 and deface the bond. Double 6,000 and then treble that before a friend of this description shall lose a hair at Bassanio's fault. First, go with me to church and call me wife, and then away to Venice to your friend. For never shall you lie by Portia's side with an unquiet soul. You shall have gold, pay the petty debt 20 times over. When it is paid, bring your true friend along. My maid Nerissa and myself meantime shall live as maids and widows. Come, away, for you shall hence upon your wedding day. Bid your friends welcome. Show a merry cheer. Since you are dear bought, I will love you dear. But let me hear the letter of your friend.
Sweet Bassanio, my ships have all miscarried. My creditors grow cruel. My estate is very low, my bond to the Jew is forfeit. And since in paying it, it is impossible I should live. All debts are cleared between you and I. If I might but see you at my death, notwithstanding you is your pleasure. If your love do not persuade you to come, let not my letter.
Oh, love, dispatch all business and be gone.
Since I have your good leave to go away, I will make haste. But till I come again, no bed shall e'er be between us, nor rest be interposer twixt us twain.
We beg your indulgence for a brief intermission.
Jailer, look to him. This is the fool that lends out money credits. Jailer, look to him.
Hear me, good Shylock.
I will have my bond. Speak not against my bond. I have an oath, and I will have my bond. Thou callest me dog, before thou hadst a cause, but since I am a dog, beware my fangs. The Duke shall grant me justice. I do wonder, thou naughty jailer, that thou art so fond to come abroad with him at his request.
I pray thee, hear me speak.
I'll have my bond. I will not hear thee speak. I'll have my bond, and therefore speak no more. I'll not be made a soft and dull-eyed fool to shake the head, relent, and sigh, and yield to Christian intercessors. Follow not. I will have no speaking. I will have my bond.
It is the most impenetrable cur that ever kept with men. Let him alone. I'll follow him no more with bootless prayers. He seeks my life. His reasons well I know. It ought to liberate from his forfeitures, many that have at times made moan to me, therefore he hates me.
I am sure the Duke will never grant this forfeiture of the whole.
The Duke cannot deny the course of law. For since the commodity that strangers have with us here in Venice, if it be denied, will much impeach the justice of the state, since that the trades and profits of the city consist of all nations. Therefore go. These griefs and losses have so baited me that I shall hardly spare a pound of flesh tomorrow to my bloody creditor. Well, jailer, on. Pray God Bassanio come to see me pay his debt. And then, I care not.
Madam, although I speak it in your presence, you have a noble and true conceit of godlike enmity, which appears most strongly in bearing thus the absence of your husband. But if you knew to whom you show this honor, how true gentlemen you send relief, how dear lover to my lord your husband, I know you would be proud of the work and customary bounty can enforce.
I never did repent for doing good, nor shall not now. For in companions that do converse and waste their time together, whose souls do bear an equal yoke of love, there must be needs a like proportion of lineaments, of manners, and of spirits, which makes me think of this Antonio, being the bosom lover of my lord, must needs be like my lord. If it is so, how little is the cost I have bestowed in purchasing the semblance of my soul from out this state of hellish cruelty. But this comes too near the praising of myself. Therefore no more. Here are other things. Lorenzo, I commit into your hands the husbandry and manage of my house until my lord's return. For mine own part, I have toward heaven breathed a secret vow to live in prayer and contemplation, only attended by Larissa here. There is a monastery some 2 miles off, and there we will abide. I do desire you not to deny this imposition, for which my love and some necessity now lays upon you.
Madam, with all my heart, I shall lead you in all fair commands.
My people do already know my mind, and will acknowledge you and Jessica in place of Lord Bassanio and myself. So fare you well till we shall meet again.
Fair thoughts and happy hours attend us.
I wish your ladyship all hearts content.
I thank you for your wish, and am well pleased to wish it back on you. Fare you well, Jessica. Now, Balthazar, as I have ever found the honest truth, so let me find you still. Take the same letter. Use thou all the endeavor of a man in speed to Padua. See thou render it into my cousin's hand, Dr. Bellario, and look what notes and garments he doth give thee. Bring them, I pray thee, with imagined speed unto the tragic, to the common ferry to trace to Venice. Waste no time with word, forget thee gone, I shall be there before thee.
Madam, I go with all convenient speed.
Come, Nerissa. I have work in hand you yet know not of. We'll see our husbands before they think of us. Shall they see us? They shall, Nerissa. Yet in such habits that they shall think we are accomplishing with that we lack. I'll hold thee any way that when we are both accoutred like young men, I'll prove the prettier fellow of the two. And wear my dagger with a braver grace, and speak between the change of man and boy with a reed voice, and turn two mincing steps into a manly stride, and talk a phrase like a fine bragging youth, and tell quaint lies how honorable ladies sought my love, which I have denied. They fell sick and died. I could not do it all. Then I'll repent and wish for all that I had not killed them. And 20 of these puny lies I'll tell, that men shall swear I've discontinued school above a 12-month. I have within my mind 1,000 raw tricks of these bragging jacks, which I will practice. Why? Shall we turn to men? Fine, what a question is that? If thou wert ne'er a lewd interpreter. But come, I'll tell thee all I hold of Iceland. I'm in my coach, which stays close at the park gate. Therefore, haste away. We've 20 miles to measure out today.
Therefore, I promise you, I fear you. I was always playing with you. And now, I speak my agitation of the matter. Therefore, be of good cheer. For truly, I think you are damned. There is but one hope that can do you any good. And that is kind of bastard hope neither.
And what hope is that, I pray thee?
Mary, you may partly hope that your father got you not. That you are not a Jew's daughter.
That were a kind of bastard hope indeed, so the sins of my mother should be visited upon me.
Truly then, you are damned both by father and mother. Thus, when I should slay your father, I fall into Charybdis your mother. Well, you are gone both ways.
I shall be saved by my husband. He hath made me a Christian.
The more to blame he. We were Christians and now before. Even as many as could well live one by another. This making of Christians will raise the price of hogs. If we grow all to be pork eaters, we shall not surely have a rash on the coals for money.
I'll tell my husband, Launcelot, what you say. Here he comes.
I shall grow jealous of you shortly, Launcelot, if you thus get my wife into corners.
Nay, you need not fear us, Lorenzo. Launcelot and I are out. He tells me flatly there is no mercy for me in heaven because I am a Jew's daughter. He says that you are no good member of the Commonwealth, for in converting Jews to Christians, you raise the price of pork.
I'll answer that better to the Commonwealth than you can. The getting up of the Negro's belly, the more is with child by you, Launcelot.
That is much the more should be more than reason. But if she be less than an honest woman, she is indeed more than I took her for.
How every fool can play upon the word. I think the best grace of wit will shortly turn into silence, and discourse grow commendable in none only but parrots. Go in, Sirrah. Bid them prepare dinner.
That is done, sir. They all have stomachs.
Goodly Lord, what a wit snapper you are! Then bid them prepare dinner.
That is done too, sir, only cover is the word.
Will you cover, then, sir?
Not so, sir, neither. I know my duty.
Yet more quarreling with occasion. Wilt thou show the whole wealth of thy wits in an instant? I pray thee, understand a plain man in his plain meanings. Go to thy fellows, bid them cover the table, serve in the meat, and we will come to dinner.
For the meat, sir, it shall be covered. For the table, sir, it shall be served in. For your coming into dinner, sir, will not be as humorous and conceit shall govern.
Oh, dear discretion, how his words are soothing. The fool hath planted in his memory an army of good words, and I do know many fools that are in better place, garnished like him, that for a tricksy word. Try them out. How cheerest thou, Jessica? And now, good sweet, say thy opinion. How dost thou like the Lord Bassanio's wife?
Past all expressing. It is very meet the Lord Bassanio with an upright life, for having such a blessing in his lady, he finds the joys of heaven here on earth. And if on earth he do not merit it, is reason he should never come to heaven. Why, if two gods should play some heavenly match, and on the wager lay two earthly women and portion one, there must be something else pawned with the other, the poor rude world hath not her fellow.
Even such a husband hast thou of me as she is for a wife.
Nay, but ask my opinion too of that.
I will anon. First, let us go to dinner.
Nay, let me praise you while I have stomach.
Now, pray thee, let it serve for table talk. The housemaids thou speakest among other things. I will digest it.
Well, I'll set you forth.
What? Is Antonio here?
Ready, so please your grace.
I am so sorry. Thou art come to answer a stony adversary, an inhuman wretch incapable of pity, void and empty from any dram of mercy.
I have heard your grace must take great pains to qualify his rigorous course. But since he stands obdurate, and that no lawful means can carry me out of his envious reach, I do oppose my patience to his fury, and am armed to suffer with the quietness of spirit the very tyranny and rage of his.
Go on, and call the Jew into court.
He's ready at the door.
He comes, my lord. Make room and let him stand before our face. Shylock, the world thinks, and I think so too, that thou but leadest in thy fashion of thy malice to the last hour of the act, and then 'tis thought thou'lt show thy mercy, and remorse more strange than thy apparent cruelty. And where thou now exacts the penalty, which is a pound of this poor merchant's flesh, thou wilt not only lose the forfeiture, but touch with humane gentleness and love. Forgive a moiety of the principal glancing eye of pity on his losses that have of late so huddled on his back now to press a royal merchant down. From brassy bosoms to rough hearts of flint, from stubborn Turks to Tartars never trained to offices of tender courtesy, we all expect a gentle answer, Jew.
I have possessed your grace of what I purpose, and by our holy Sabbath have I sworn to have the due and forfeit of my bond. If you deny it, the danger light on your charter and your city's freedom, you'll ask why I rather choose to have a weight of carrion flesh than to receive 3,000 ducats. I'll not answer that, but say it is my humor. Is it answered? What if my house be troubled with a rat, and I be pleased to give 10,000 ducats to have it banned? Are you answered yet? Some men there are, love not a gaping pig. Some that are mad if they behold a cat. Others, when the bagpipe sings in the nose, cannot contain their urine. For affection, masters of passion, sways it to the mood, what it likes or loathes. Now, for your answer, as there is no firm reason to be rendered why he cannot abide a gaping pig, why he a harmless, necessary cat, why he a woolen bagpipe, but of force must yield to such inevitable shame as to offend himself being offended. So can I give no reason, nor I will not more than a certain loathing and lodged hate I bear Antonio, and that I follow thus a losing suit against him. Are you answered?
This is no answer, thou unfeeling man, to excuse the current of thy cruelty.
I am not bound to please thee with my answer.
Do all men kill the things they do not love?
Hates any man the thing he would not kill.
Every offense is not a hate at first.
What wouldst thou have a serpent sting thee twice?
I pray you, think you question with the Jew. You may as well go stand upon the mountain and bid the main flood bait his usual height. You may as well use question with the wolf while he hath made you beneath the lamb. You may as well forbid the mountain pines to wag their high tops and to make no noise when they are threatened with the gusts of heaven. You may as well do anything most hard as seek to soften that, than which what's harder, his Jewish heart. Therefore I do beseech you, make no more offers, use no farther means, but with all brief and plain conveniency, let me have judgment and the Jew his will.
For thy 3,000 ducats, here is 6.
If every ducat in 6,000 ducats were in 6 parts, and every part a ducat, I would not draw them. I would have my bond. I stand here for law.
How shalt thou hope for mercy, rendering none?
What judgment shall I dread, doing no wrong? You have among you many a purchased slave, which like your asses and your dogs and your mules, you use in abject and in slavish parts, because you bought them. Shall I say to you, let them be free, marry them unto your erstwhile sweat day, under burdens. Let their beds be made as soft as yours, and their palace seasoned with such viands. You will answer, the slaves are ours. So do I answer you. The pound of flesh which I demand of him is mine. 'Tis dearly bought, and I shall have it. If you deny me, fie upon your law. There is no force in the decrees of Venice. I stand here for judgment. Answer, shall I have it?
Nay! Upon my power, I may dismiss this court unless Bellario, a learned doctor whom I have sent for to determine this, come here today.
My lord, you stays without a messenger with letters from the doctor. We come from Padua.
Bring us the letters. Call the messenger.
Fear not, Antonio, what man could it yet? The Jew shall have my flesh, blood, bones, and all, and thou shalt lose for me one drop of blood.
I am a tainted brother of the flock, meetest for death. The weakest kind of fruit drops earliest to the ground, and so let me. You cannot be better employed, Bassanio, than to live still and write mine epitaph.
Came you from Padua? From Bellario?
From both. My lord Bellario greets your grace.
Why dost thou whet thy knife so earnestly?
To cut the forfeiture from that bankrupt there.
Not on my soul, but on my soul, harsh Jew. Thou makes thy knife keen, but no metal can, no, not the hangman's axe, bear half the keenness of thy sharp envy. Can no prayers pierce thee?
Nay.
No, none that thou hast wit enough to make.
O thou be damned, inexcusable dog! And for thy life, let justice be accused, that thou must makes me waver in my faith to hold opinion with Pythagoras, that the souls of animals infuse themselves into the trunks of men. Thy currish spirit garnered a wolf, who, hanged for human slaughter, even from the gallows to this fell soul fleet, and whilst thou layest thine hollow dam, infused itself in thee. For thy desires are wolfish, starved, bloody, and ravenous.
Till thou canst rail the seal from off my bond. Thou but offendest thy lungs to speak so loud. Repair thy wits, good youth, or it shall fall to cureless ruin. I stand here for law.
This letter doth commend a young and learned doctor to our court. Where is he?
He attendeth here hard by to know your answer, whether you are lit or not.
With all my heart, some 3 or 4 of you go. Give him courteous conduct to this place. Meantime, the court shall hear Bellario's letters. Your grace shall understand that the receipt of your letter I am very sick, but in the instant that your messenger came, in loving visitation was with me a young doctor of Rome, his name is Balthazar. I acquainted with him the cause and controversy between the Jew and Antonio the merchant. We turned over many books together. He is furnished with my opinion, which bettered with his own learning, the greatness whereof I cannot enough commend. Comes with him and by importunity to fill up your grace's request in my stead. I beseech you, let this lack of years be no impediment to let him lack reverend estimation, for I never knew so young a body with so old a head. I leave him to your gracious acceptance, whose trial shall better publish his commendation. You hear the learned Bellario what he writes, and here, I take it, is the doctor come. Give me your hand. Came you from old Bellario?
I did, my lord.
You are welcome. Take your place. Are you acquainted with the difference that holds this present question in the court?
I am informed thoroughly of the cause. Which is the merchant here, and which the Jew?
Antonio and old Shylock both stand forth.
Is your name Shylock?
Shylock is my name.
Of a strange nature is the suit you follow, yet in such rule that the Venetian law cannot impugn you, as you do perceive. You stand within his danger, do you not?
Hi. So he says.
Do you confess the bond?
I do.
Then must the Jew be merciful.
On what compulsion must I? Tell me that.
The quality of mercy is not strained. It droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven upon the place beneath. It is twice blessed. It blesseth him that gives and him that takes. 'Tis mightiest in the mightiest. It becomes a throned monarch better than his crown. His scepter shows the force of temporal power, the attribute to awe and majesty wherein doth sit the dread and fear of kings. But mercy is above this sceptre's sway. It is enthroned in the hearts of kings. It is an attribute to God himself, and earthly power doth then show life's gods when mercy seasons justice. Therefore, Jew, though justice be thy plea, consider this, that in the course of justice none of us should see salvation. We do pray for mercy, and that same prayer doth teach us all to render the deeds of mercy. have spoke thus much to mitigate the justice of thy plea, which, if thou followest, this strict course of Venice must needs give sentence against the merchant there.
My deeds upon my head. I crave the law, the penalty and forfeit of my bond.
Is he not able to discharge the money?
Yes. Here I tender it for him in the court. Yea, twice the sum. If this will not suffice, then I will be bound to pay it 10 times o'er, on forfeit of my hands, my head, my heart. If that will not suffice, it must appear that malice bears down truth. And I beseech you, rest once the law to your authority, to do a great right, do a little wrong, and curb this cruel devil of his will.
It must not be. There is no power in Venice can alter a decree establish it. 'Twill be recorded for a precedent, and many an heir by the same example will rush into the state. It cannot be.
Daniel come to judgment. Yea, Daniel. Oh, wise young judge, how shall I honor thee?
Pray let me look upon the bond.
Here, 'tis, most reverend doctor, hear this.
Sherlock, there's thrice thy money offered thee.
An oath I have, an oath in heaven. Shall I lay perjury upon my soul? No, not for Venice.
Why then this bond is forfeit, and lawfully by this the Jew may claim a pound of flesh to be by him cut off nearest the merchant's heart.
Be merciful. Take thrice thy money. Bid me tear the bond.
When it is paid, according to the tenor, it doth appear you are a noble judge. You know the law. Your exposition hath been most sound. I charge you by the law, for your well-deserving pillar, pursue sentence. By my soul, there is no power in the tongue of men that can alter me. I stay here on my bond.
Most heartily, I do seek the court to give the judgment.
Why then thus it is. You must prepare your bosom for his knife. For the intent and purpose of the law have full relation to the penalty which here appeareth due upon the bond.
Aye. Nearest his breast. So says the bond. Doth it not, noble judge? Those are the very words.
It is so. Are there balance here to weigh the flesh?
I have them ready.
Have thy son surgeon, Shylock, on thy charge to stop his wounds lest he do bleed to death.
Is it not nominated in the bond?
It is not so expressed. But what of that for good you do so much for charity?
I cannot find it. 'Tis not in the bond.
Come, merchant, have you anything to say?
But little. I am armed and well prepared. Give me your hand, Bassanio. Fare you well. Grieve not that I am fallen to this for you, for herein fortune shows herself more kind than is her custom. It is still her use to let the wretched man outlive his wealth, to view with hollowed eye and wrinkled brow an age of poverty, from which lingering penance of such misery does she cut me off. Commend me to your honorable wife. Tell her the process of Antonio's end. Say how I loved you. Speak me fair in death. And when the tale is told, bid her be judged whether Bassanio had not once a love. Repent not you that you shall lose your friend, and he repents not that he pays your debt. For if the Jew do cut but deep enough, I'll pay it instantly and with all my heart.
Antonio, I am married to a wife, which is as dear to me as life itself. But life itself, my wife, and all the world are not with me esteemed above thy life. I would lose all. I sacrifice them all here to this devil to deliver you.
Your wife will give you little thanks for that. Fine to hear you make this offer.
I have a wife who I protest I love, I would you were in heaven so she could entreat some power to change this cursed Jew.
'Tis well you offer it behind your back. The wish would make Elsa in a quiet house.
These be the Christian husbands. I have a daughter. Would any of the stock of Barabbas rather than her husband than a Christian? We trifle time, I pray you. Pursue sentence.
A pound of that same merchant's flesh is thine. The court awards it, and the law doth give it.
Most rightful judge.
And you must take this flesh from off his breast. The law allows it, and the court rewards it.
Most learned judge, a sentence. Come, prepare.
Tarry a little. There's something else. This bond doth give thee here no jot of blood. The words expressly are a pound of flesh. Then take thy bond, take thou thy pound of flesh, but if in cutting thou dost shed one drop of Christian blood, thy lands and goods are by the laws of Venice confiscate unto the state of Venice.
Is that the law?
Thyself shalt see the act. For, as thou urgest justice, be assured thou shalt have justice.
Oh, upright judge, mark Jew, a learned judge.
Mark that.
Well then, pay the bond thrice and let the Christians go.
Soft, the Jew shall have all justice. Soft, no haste, he shall have nothing but penalty.
A learned judge, mark Jew, a learned judge.
Therefore, prepare thee to cut off the flesh. Shed thou no blood, nor cut thou less nor more, but just a pound of flesh. If thou takes more or less than a just pound, nay, if the scales do turn but in the estimation of a hair, thou diest, and all thy goods are confiscated.
A Daniel, a second Daniel Jew, now infidel I have thee on the hip.
Why doth the Jew pause? Take thy forfeiture.
Give me my principal and let me go.
I have it ready for thee. Here it is. Soft. The Jew shall have all justice. Soft, no haste, he shall have nothing but the penalty.
Shall I not have barely my principal?
Thou shalt have nothing but the forfeiture, to be so taken at thy peril too.
A Daniel, a second Daniel still say I. I thank you for teaching me that word, Jew.
Why then, the devil give him good if it all stay no further question.
Tarry, Jew. The law hath yet another hold on thee. It is enacted in the laws of Venice, if it be proved against an alien that by direct or indirect attempts he seek the life of any citizen, the party against the which he doth contrive shall seize one half his goods. The other half comes unto the privy coffers of the state, and the offender's life lies in the mercy of the dukes only, against all other voice. In which predicament I say thou standst. For it appears by manifest proceeding that indirectly and directly too thou hast contrived against the very life of the defendant, and thou hast incurred the danger formerly by me rehearsed. Down therefore, and beg mercy of the Duke.
Beg that thou mayst have leave to hang thyself, and yet, thy wealth being forfeit to the state, thou hast not left the value of a cord. Therefore, thou must be hanged at the state's charge.
Aye.
That thou shalt see the difference of our spirit. For half thy goods, it is Antonio's. The other half goes to the general state, which humbleness may drive unto a fine.
Aye, for the state, not for Antonio.
Nay, take my life and all pardon. Not that. You take my life when you take my house, and you take my house when you doth take the prop that doth sustain my house.
What mercy can you render him, Antonio?
A halter cry, that's something else for God's sake.
So please, my lord the Duke and all the court, to quit the fine for one half of his goods. I am content. So he will let me have the other half and you surrender it upon his death, unto the gentleman that lately stole his daughter. 2 things provided more. That for this favor, he presently become a Christian. The other that to record a gift here in the court of all he dies possessed unto his son Lorenzo and his daughter.
He shall do it, or else the do or can't, the pardon that I late pronounced here.
Art thou contented, Jew? What dost thou say?
I am content.
Clark, draw a deed of gift.
I pray you, give me leave. I am not well. Send the deed after me and I will sign it.
Get thee gone, but do it.
In christening, thou shalt have 2 godfathers. Had I been judge, thou shalt have 10 more, to take you to the gallows, not to the font.
Aye.
Aye.
Sir, I entreat you home with me to dinner.
I humbly do desire your grace of pardon. I must away this night for Padua, and it is meet I presently set forth.
I am sorry that your leisure serves you not. Antonio, gratify this gentleman, for in my mind you are much bound to him.
Worthy gentlemen, I and my friend will by your wisdom and this day acquitted of grievous penalties. In lieu whereof 3,000 ducats, to me to the Jew we freely coat your courteous pains withal.
And stand indebted over and above in love and service to you evermore.
He is well paid, but is well satisfied. And I, delivering you, am satisfied, and therein to account myself well paid. My mind was never yet grown mercenary. I pray you, know me when we meet again. I wish you well, and so I take my leave.
Dear sir, of course I must attempt you further, to take some remembrance of us as a tribute, not as a fee. Grant me 2 things, I pray you, not to deny me and to pardon me.
You press me far, and therefore I will yield. Give me your gloves, I'll wear them for your sake. And for your love, I'll take this ring from you. Do not drop back your hand. I will take no more, and you in love shall not deny me this.
This ring, good sir. Alas, it is a trifle. I will not shame myself to give you this.
I will have nothing else, but only this. And now methinks I have a mind to it.
There is more depends on this than on the value. The dearest ring in Venice I will give you and find it out by proclamation. Only for this I pray you pardon me.
I see, sir. You taught me first to beg, and now methinks you teach me how a beggar should be answered.
This ring, good sir, was given me by my wife. And when she put it on, she made me vow that I should neither sell nor lose nor give it.
That steep serves many men to save their gifts. And if your wife be not a madwoman, and know how well I have deserved this ring, she would not hold out enemy forever for giving it to me. Well, peace be with you.
I pray you, Lord Bassanio, let him have the ring. Let his deservings and mine hopes all be valued against your wife's commandment.
Go, Graziano, run and overtake him. Give him the ring and bring him, if thou canst, unto Antonio's house. Way make haste. You and I will thither presently, and in the morning early we'll be both fly towards Belmont. Come, Antonio.
Inquire the Jew's house out. Give him this deed and let him sign it. We will await tonight until the day before our husband's home. This deed will be well welcome to Lorenzo.
Fair sir, you are well overtaken. My lord Bassanio, upon some more advice, hath sent you here this ring, and doth entreat your company at dinner.
It cannot be. His ring I do accept most thankfully, and so I pray you tell him. And furthermore, I pray you show my youth old Shylock's house.
That's what I do.
Sir, I would speak with you. I'll see if I can get my husband's ring, which I did make him swear to keep forever.
Now mayest thou, Lord. We shall have old swearing that they did give the rings away to men, but we'll outface them and outswear them too. Oh wait, make haste, thou knowest where I will tarry.
Oh, good sir, will you show me to his house?
The moon shines bright in such a night as this, when the sweet wind did gently kiss the trees, and they did make no noise. In such a night, Troilus, methinks, did mount the Trojan walls, inside his soul towards Grecian tents were Cressida that night.
In such a night, did be fearfully o'ertook the deer, and saw the lion's shadow ere himself, and ran dismayed away.
In such night stood Dido with a willow in her hand upon the wild sea banks, and wafted her love to come again to Carthage.
In such a night, Medea gathered the enchanted herbs that did rue old Peace.
In such night did Jessica steal from the wealthy Jew, and with an unthrift love did run from Venice, as far as Belmont.
In such a night did young Lorenzo swear he loved her well, stealing her soul with many vows of faith and ne'er of a true.
In such a night did pretty Jessica with a little shrew slander her love, and he forgave it.
I would outnight you, if nobody come, but hark, I heard the flame room.
Who comes so fast in silence?
A friend.
Friend. What friend? Your name, I pray you, friend.
Stefano is my name, and I bring word my mistress will before the break of day be here at Belmont. She doth swear about by holy crosses when she kneels and prays for happy wedlock hours.
Who comes with her?
None but a holy hermit and her maid. I pray you, is my master yet returned?
He is not, nor have we heard from him. But go in, I pray thee, Jessica, and ceremoniously let us prepare some welcome for the mistress of the house.
Sola! Sola! Whoa! Whoa! Sola! Sola!
Who calls?
Sola! Did you see Master Lorenzo? Master Lorenzo! Sola! Sola!
Here! Hello, man. Here!
Tell my master there was a post come from him. His horn full of good news. My master will be here in the morning.
Sweet soul, let's in. And there expect her come. And yet no matter, why should we go in? My friend Stefano, signify for you. Within the house your mistress is at hand, and bring your music forth into the air. How sweet the moonlight sleeps upon this bank. Here will we sit, and let the sounds of music creep in our ears. Soft stillness and night become the touches of sweet harmony. Sit, Jessica. See how the floor of heaven is thick inlaid with patterns of bright gold. There is not the smallest orb which thou beholdest, but in his motion like an angel sings, still choiring to the young-eyed cherubims. Such harmony is in immortal souls, but whilst this muddy vesture of decay doth grossly close in it, we cannot hear it. Come home, wake Dinah with a hymn, with sweetest touches pierce thy mistress' ears, and draw her home with music. Spirits are attentive, for do but note a wild and wanton herd, or race of youthful and unhandled colts, fetching mad bounds, bellowing and neighing loud, which is the hot condition of their blood. But if they hear perchance a trumpet sound, or any air of music touch their ears, you shall perceive them make a mutual stand, their savage eyes turn to modest gaze by the sweet power of music. Therefore, the poet did feign that Orpheus drew trees, stones, and floods, since not so stockish, hard, and full of rage, but music, for the time, doth change his nature. For the man that hath no music himself, nor is not moved by the concord of sweet sounds, is fit for treason, stratagems, and spoils. The motion of spirits are dull as night, his affections dark as Eris. Let no such man be trusted. Mark the music.
That light seems burning in my hall. How far the little candle throws his beams, so shines a good deed in a naughty world, when the moon shone we did not see the candle, so that the greater glory dim the less,
substitute shines brightly as a king until a king be by, and then his state empties itself as doth an inland brook into the main of waters. Music, hark! It is your music, madam of the house. Nothing is good I see without respect. Methinks it sounds much sweeter than by day. Silence bestows that virtue on it, madam. The crow doth sing as sweetly as the lark when neither's attended, and I think the nightingale, she should sing by day when every goose is cackling, and be thought no better a musician than the wren. How many things by season seasoned are, to their right praise and true perfection. Peace. How the moon sleeps with Endymion and would not be awake.
There's the voice so much deceived of Portia.
He knows me, as the blind man knows the cuckoo. I have a bad voice.
Dear lady, welcome home.
We have been praying for our husband's welfare, which speed we hope is better for our words after they return.
He is not, but there's a messenger come before to signify his approach.
Go in, Nerissa. Give order to my people that they take no note at all of our being absent hence. Nor you, Lorenzo. Jessica, nor you.
Your husband is at hand, I hear his trumpet. We are no telltales, madam. Hear you not.
This night methinks is but the daylight sink. Looks a little paler. 'Tis a day such as the days when the sun is hid.
We should hold day with the antipodes. You would walk in absence of the sun.
Let me give light, but let me not be light, for a light wife doth make a heavy husband, and never be Bassanio so for me. But God sort all. You are welcome home, my lord.
I thank you, madam. Be welcome to my friend. This is the man. This is Antonio, to whom I am so infinitely bound.
You should, in all sense, be much bound to him, for, as I hear, he was much bound for you.
No more than I'm well fitted up.
Sir, you are very welcome to our house. It must appear that in other ways than words, therefore I scant this breathing courtesy.
By under moon, I swear you do me wrong. In faith, I gave it to the judge's clerk. What you were Gelt that had it, since you do take it, love, so much at heart.
A quarrel, ho, already? What's the matter?
About a hoop of gold, a paltry ring that she did give me, whose posy was for all the world like Cutler's poetry. Upon a knife, love me and leave me not.
What talk you of the posy or the value?
You swore to me when I gave it you that you would wear it till your hour of death, and that it should lie with you in your grave. Though not for me, yet for your vehement oaths, you should have been respected and kept it. Gave it to a judge's clerk. No, God is my judge. The clerk will ne'er wear hair on his face that had it.
He will, and if he live to be a man.
I have a woman live to be a man.
By his hand, I gave it to a kind of youth. A little boy, a sort of scrubbed boy, no harm myself. The judge's clerk. A prattling boy that begged it as a fee. I could not, for all my heart, deny it him.
You are to blame. I must be plain with you. To part so slightly with your wife's first gift, a thing stuck on with oaths upon your finger, and riveted with faith unto your flesh. I gave my lord a ring, and made him swear never to part with it. And here he stands. I dare be sworn for him. He would not leave it, nor pluck it from his finger for the wealth of world masters. Now in faith, Gratiano, you give your wife to unkind a cause of grief, and twere to me I should be mad at it.
Why, I were best to cut my left hand off and swear I lost the ring defending it.
Marlo Bassanio gave his ring away upon the judge that begged it, and indeed deserved it too. And then his boy, the clerk, that took some pains in writing, begged mine, and neither man nor master would take off but the two rings.
What ring gave you, my lord? Not that I hope that you received of me.
If I could add a lie unto a false, I would deny it.
But you see, my finger hath not the ring upon it. It is gone.
Even so void is your false heart of truth. By heaven, I will never come in your bed until I see the ring.
Nor I in yours till I again see mine.
Sweet Portia, you did know to whom I gave the ring. You did know for whom I gave the ring. And could conceive for what I gave the ring, and how unwillingly I left the ring, and not would be accepted but the ring. When you would abate the strength
had known the virtue of the ring, or half her worthiness that gave the ring, or your own honor to contain the ring, you would not then have parted with the ring. What man is there so much unreasonable? If you had pleased to have defended it with any terms of zeal, wanted the modesty to enforce a thing held a ceremony. Nerissa teaches me what to believe. I'll die for it, but some woman had the ring.
No, by mine honor, madam, by my soul. No woman had it but the civil doctor, who refused 3,000 ducats of me and begged the ring, to which I did deny him and suffered him to go displeased away. And even he, that held up the very life of my dear friend. What should I say, sweet lady? I was forced to send it after him. I was beset by shame and courtesy. Mine honor would not let ingratitude so much smear it. Pardon me, good lady, and by these blessed candles of the night, had you been there, I think you would have begged the ring of me to give the worthy doctor.
Let not that doctor e'er come near my house, since he hath got the jewel that I loved, and that which you did swear to keep for me. I will become as liberal as you. I'll not deny him anything I have. No, not my body, nor my husband's bed. Know him I shall, I'm well sure of it. Lie not a night from home, watch me like Argus, if you do not, if I be left alone. Now, by mine honor, which is yet mine own, I'll have that doctor for my bedfellow.
And I, his clerk, therefore be well advised how you do leave me to mine own protection.
Well, do you so, but let me not take him then, for if I do, I'll mar the young Clark's pen.
I am capable of these clocks.
Sir, grieve not you are welcome notwithstanding.
Pardon me, this enforced wrong. In the hearing of these many friends, I swear to thee, and even by thine own fair eyes, wherein I see myself.
Mark you the fact. In both my eyes, he doubly sees himself, in each eye one. Swear by your double self, and there's enough of credit.
Nay, but hear me. Pardon me this fault. And by my soul, I swear I never more will break an oath with thee.
I once did lend my body for his wealth, which, but for him that had your husband's ring, had quite miscarried. I dare be bound again, my soul upon the forfeit, that your lord will never more break faith advisedly.
Then you shall be his surety. Give him this, and bid him keep it better than the other.
Here, my lord Antonio, spare to keep this ring.
By heaven, it is the same I gave the doctor.
I had it of him. Pardon, Sonia, for by that ring the doctor lay with me.
And pardon me, my gentle Gratiano, for that same scrubbed boy, the doctor's clerk, in lieu of this, last night did lie with me.
Why, this is like the mending of highways in summer where the ways are fair enough. What, are we cuckolds ere we have preserved it?
Speak not so grossly. You are all amazed. Here is a letter. Read it at your leisure. It comes from Padua, from Bellario. There shall you find that Portia was the doctor. Nerissa there her clerk. Lorenzo here shall witness. I set forth as soon as you, and but you now returned, I have not entered in my house. Antonio, you are welcome, and I have better news in store than you expect. Unseal this letter soon. There you shall find 3 of your argosies are richly come to harbor Sunderland. You shall not know by what strange accident I chanced it on this letter. I'm dumb.
Were you the doctor and I knew you not?
Were you the clerk that is to make me cuckold?
I, but the clerk that never means to do it, unless he live until he be a man.
Sweet doctor, you shall be my bedfellow. When I am absent, then lie with my wife.
Sweet lady, you have given me life and living. So here are we for certain that my ships have safely come to road.
Ah, now, Lorenzo, my clerk hath some good comforts too for you.
Aye, then I'll give them him without fee. There do I give to you and Jessica, from the rich Jew, special deed of gift, after his death, of all he dies possessed of.
Fair ladies, you drop manna in the way of starving people.
It is almost morning, and yet I am sure you are not satisfied with these events of full. Let us go in and charge us thereupon interrogatories, and we will answer all things faithfully.
Let it be so. The first interrogatory that my Nerissa shall be sworn on is whether she had rather till the next night stay, or go to bed now, being 2 hours a day. But will the day come, I should wish it dark, till I were couching with the doctor's clerk. But while I live, I'll fear no other thing so sore as keeping safe Nerissa's rig.